Yo, how's it going, everyone? We are back. It is that time once again on a Friday evening for the late night Friday chill stream. Usually, well, I mean, it's still a challenge. I was going to say, usually we line up some challenges. I wanted to do a bit of a challenge already off the bat, which is the trying out the double Vegeta and Trunks leads for the festival battles, because obviously everyone talking about how they give this permanent buff to everybody else on the team. I wanted to see how effective that is, and there was someone going off in the comments section of the showcase video earlier talking about how apparently they don't stack quick enough and the 5% buff isn't good enough, basically saying that they're not good in festival. He even said it's their worst event. And someone in the comments tried to like debate back and forth with them about it, about how the buff works. I don't claim to know exactly how it works, but needless to say, they did not agree on how the stacking works exactly. So I don't know, we'll see how we go. I mean, the thing is, I don't play festival enough to know as like an average what people's defense should be, unless we get to a certain, like when we get to a certain point in the run. But obviously, you've got to remember that, like, Vegeta and Trunks, at this point, what turn are we on? I had one on turn 1 and one on turn 2. So, it's turn 34. In fact, I had to float some of them off earlier, just because, like, the problem I found with these guys really early on is they actually hit too hard. And so, they were killing the enemy, like, too quickly. So I basically had to have at least like 2 turns where I floated off Vegeta and Trunks so that other units could actually get a chance to get their super attacks off. So it's a bit of a weird one, because yeah, early on it's like they're too strong, and no one else can get any stacks. So we've been kind of having to play it by ear a little bit and like switch people around and stuff like that. Yeah, it's who bugged. But yeah, how's everybody doing on this fine Friday evening? Jade Rex, is it Kha'Zix, Jace the Ace, Anto, Skirk, how's it going? Oh, the 44% ticket worked the second time, it failed the first time. Nice, who did you get? Like, who did you go for? Which of the new units did you get? Good stuff. Don't want to waste any more of my sanity on the second one. I'm waiting to see, like, just in case, like, if there is this rumor about, like, there being a part 3 unit. If it just so happens that, like, there is a part 3 unit and we can use those tickets, which I don't think is likely, but I'm saving it just in case. Because yeah, if the new unit drop, like if a part 3 unit comes out and you can use those 50 tickets for like a 44% chance to get them, then that's what I will want to do. Because I have all the characters and I have a dupe in Rosé. So otherwise I would just use the tickets to try and get a dupe for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but I don't obviously need it. But I'm obviously looking forward to how much better the Giant 8 power team is going to be once we start getting all the buffs like the Daima Goku and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just Glorio's beta version, except it's permanent, not temporary. Well, Glorio's is permanent, except it's for him only. Because yeah, this guy still hasn't built up like a crazy amount of defense yet. Probably because I keep doing stupid stuff like that and not actually giving him his 18 key super. Doesn't really help. I'm saving my pity and the tickets to see what happens. Yeah, that's what I should have done, instead of spending my pity coins to get a copy of Rosé. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy that I have a dupe for Rosé, because he is very, very good on Omega's team. Yo, Preston Key, how's it going? How you doing? But yeah, has anyone else used their 50 tickets? Like I say, I wouldn't say I necessarily recommend everybody waits like I am, because I don't think that the part 2, like if there's a part 3 character, that they'll be available with the tickets, but just in case, I'm saving it, right? And I have the like luxury of being able to do that because I do have all the units already. I'm not relying on those last 50 tickets to get one of the 4 units. We should probably mess around in the Gogeta clone event and see if I can actually do it with like the AoE and hit the clones loads of times, saving it just in case. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Preston for the $1.50 super chat with the cat super sticker. You'll love to see it. My tickets gave me STR Beerus. What, the actual LR or just the terrible TUR? I'm saving my second 50, but I really want to try and get Rosé. Yeah, I'll save it just in case. I feel like the best case scenario could be that they put the Part 3 unit on the tickets and the pity coin thing, and so many people complain because they weren't expecting it, so they didn't save them, that they then just give everybody, like, either extra tickets or, like... What would be really cool, because they obviously know how, like, the game has records of all these kind of things, because they've done, like, stone refunds before. Imagine if they did a thing where, like, if you've already spent your pity coins before they added the Part 3 character, they refund your pity coins. That'd be amazing. Just get the 500 green or carnival pity coins back that I spent for Rosé. That'd be fantastic. Failed the 50 tickets for a second time. Oh man, yeah, that sucks. Dragon Ball Heroes versus the clones. I mean, the problem is you don't just have to identify the clone. You have to actually win the fight as well, which is pretty hard because Gogeta's got hands. Like, I used like the strongest version of my GT Heroes team, and it still wasn't that easy. I did Omega's team yesterday and got hit for 24 million. Yeah, what would be really funny, I think it was Weeb posted a screenshot earlier before he realised about the event using Omega. And because his AoE is going to hit all of the clones, so they all get an extra attack. So there's that screenshot in the Discord of like I've never actually seen that many attacks in one slot before. Because it's not possible outside of this kind of event where you can actually generate more attacks for the enemy, which is crazy. But yeah, like, because there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like 14 attacks in slot 1 before he attacks. And obviously most of them are from the clones and they won't really do any damage to Omega anyway, but it is pretty funny. Like, I've never seen that many attacks in one slot before. Because it can't happen, but I didn't actually know that if, like, once it gets to a certain number of, like, the discs, it then just makes, like, a second pile next to it. Which I don't actually know. Has there ever been the opportunity to have even seen that before? Have we had events where you can actually have that many attacks? I'm pretty sure there isn't, right? So this is like a new discovery. What happens when you have, like, 20 million attacks all in one slot? So should I save my 50 tickets in case they had another banner in Part 3? I'm not saying necessarily that people should, but that's what I'm doing just in case. When I get a second yo, I was like, yo, Anto, how's it going? But yeah, like, I'm saving my tickets just in case. I'm not saying that people should do that, but obviously, if it turns out that there is another use for them, then I'll be happy to have saved them. If not, then I'm not too fussed about having had to wait a little bit longer, because obviously I do have all the 4 characters already. I know it's harder if you're missing one of the 4 new units and you want to use the tickets for them, but Gogeta clone event is a pain. Bulla always getting slapped. Yeah, I got very lucky that, like, she didn't get attacked, I think, a single time in the run that I did for the video. I definitely got very lucky. But yeah, we're all good. Thank you, Anto. Yo, Gerardo, how's it going? But yeah, the Gogeta clone thing is annoying. But remember, like, you've only got to beat the easy stage version to get the tickets. And then there's a mission for doing it with no items, but you can obviously still beat the other missions by doing it with items. Support memory is obviously allowed either way, so all those things can help. Right, let me get up the Festival of Battles thing, because I cannot remember what the stages of this are. It doesn't tell you the number on the Dokkan info thing, which is annoying. I know we had a post about it in the Discord, but it was in game announcements, but it was when like Festival Battles first came out, so it's going to be way back, like months and months of posts ago. Where is it? Where's Festival Battles? There it is. Alright, so what are we looking at here? You've already got loads of defense. They're at 3 million. The gods are at 2.7. Because remember, until you get to stage 40, the enemy don't hit hard enough for you to actually take damage anyway. Because what stage are we on? The blues. We're quite far down. Yeah, these guys only super for 1.5 million. So, like, even if I put these guys in slot 1 because I want them to get another stack, like, they can't take damage even if they get immediately supered. But there's also no point in putting them in slot 1 because the key is terrible. Actually, the key is terrible everywhere here. Jeez. I might actually have to do this just to make sure we can actually kill them. Well, what am I saying? Vegeta and Trunks will still hit like crazy. Yeah, doing 38 million and they got type advantage. No luck at all this celebration, only managed to pull Gogeta. Well, unfortunately, whilst that may be the case, at least you did get Gogeta, and Gogeta is very good. Obviously, it could technically be worse, and could have not got anyone. But yeah, Gogeta is very good. The unit won't age out, because even if it ages out, you can run them in slot 3 max dodge. Yeah, true. I think it's worth summoning for dupes and summoning points. I don't think so at this point, especially now, like with the potential of there being a part 3 that we haven't seen yet. God, the key is always so bad, I feel like. So I can't get 18 key with the Vegeta, like basically ever. There we go. Like on the 10th anniversary was far better, so for me the 10th anniversary over the Global Dokkan campaign. It's going to be the best showcase for the VNT support. Yeah, I know apparently stackers don't get the best like benefit from them, but I just wanted to see what what everyone would get up to. But yeah, the celebration has been very, very good overall. I would say my biggest gripe with it is compared to the 10th anniversary, I feel like the pacing has been a bit slower. Like, one of the things I remember, and it might just be, like, misremembering, like, rose-tinted glasses maybe or something, but, like, I remember the pacing of the anniversary seeming like it was a bit better. Like, it felt like something new came out, even if it was just a new stage or, like, one of the ECAs or something. It felt like something came out, like, every couple of days, whereas, like, especially in, like, while we were in part 1 and waiting to go into part 2, it felt like we had at least one thing where like something came out and then nothing came out for like a full week, which is obviously not what we want in one of these big celebrations, even though I've talked about many times in the past like why they do the pacing like that, and especially if they drop loads of stuff on one day and then they don't drop anything for a week, it's because they know a lot of people don't play much per day, so if they drop like 4 new things all in one day, it will take some players like a whole week to do all of that stuff, because they only play it for like 30 minutes a day or something. But I still think it's better to spread things out, like, and have a few things every couple of days. But either way, I think the celebration has been really, really good so far. Let's get another stack for them. And yeah, if there is a part 3, I don't know how I feel about there being another banner, but obviously it's kind of the same situation as the Daima, like EX Vegeta thing, but overall, I think the celebration has been very good. Ironic enough, both celebrations part 2 was better than part 1. Yeah, I'm trying to think about how the events in part 1 and 2 for the anniversary. I think the units overall in part 2 were not necessarily... Well, they were kind of even, right? Because Vegeta was considered the best. Goku was in part 1. And then, like, a lot of people really didn't like the Gohan, and obviously didn't like the Frieza and Goku. Yeah, is it complexity? That's my catchphrase. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, we got to 30k again. We've managed to keep a good buffer this time. We're up to like 30,020 now, I think. So keeping hold of that 30k milestone. You love to see it. Can start building up now towards the next big thing. Dokkan Fest LR Baby would help both GDC Extreme Class units. Yep. Wait. Except they wouldn't be on super bosses. Yeah, both of the TOP units are like, why are you here? True. True. Sorry, I love that intro. Hey, it's all good. I've had that going for quite a while now. Someone randomly commented on one of my like really old videos saying it was like the first video that they ever watched. And here they are like all these years later, and it's so weird hearing my voice like in those old videos and how much like more. I don't necessarily think I sound nervous, but I mean I can tell that that's why. Like I'm a little bit quieter and like talking a little bit slower and like more deliberately, I guess. And even the like have a good one at the end and stuff. I'm not even sure like how I came up with doing that at the end of the video, but it's so much easier for me now than it was back then. Like I used to properly have to sit and I've never written scripts for videos because I do like them, well, for like Dokkan stuff. I've written scripts for like second channel videos and like shorts and stuff, but like because I like the kind of commentary on this game. It's like how I got into watching other people. I like it to be like just me being me, like off the whatever comes to mind when I'm doing a showcase or whatever. That's what I'm going to talk about, like with the unit and everything. But I used to have to sit and like mentally prepare myself for like a good few minutes, whereas nowadays I can literally just sit down, like hit the button and just start yapping. But it's just like anything, as that comes with the confidence of like doing it more and more. So it's but yeah, that's I've been saying that at the beginning of every video for a long time. Damn, they're at 3.2 million start time. Remember, when you lock them into slot 1, they get 200% attack and defense. So by the time they are then attacking or like being attacked, they have almost 10 million defense. And then of course they have 40% damage reduction and guard as well. So I mean, that's pretty good. Do that. Do that. Grab those for you. I haven't used my tickets yet. No, we were talking about that a minute ago. I'm going to save mine to see what happens in part 3. Because if there is a banner and like you can use the tickets for it potentially, which I don't think will happen, but it's going to be one of those things. I don't want to use them and then find out that you could have used them for that. The same thing with the pity coins, right? Like I've already used my pity coins to buy a dupe for Rose. And now, like, I've seen Minato saying, like, people theorizing that there could potentially, if they do add a Part 3 unit, that unit could get added to the pool of characters that you can get with the pity coins, which will obviously be really annoying, because it may well have made me wish I hadn't spent mine. But so I thought, with the tickets, I might as well wait. It's only going to be, what, like a few days at most to have to wait. Now, I'm not sure. I will have to double check that when the tickets run out and everything, actually, because that is a very good point. But yeah, we're chilling out here on a Friday night. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm just trying to check and see if we see what kind of buff we really get from this Vegeta and Trunks 18 key super. We're running double Vegeta and Trunks leads. $1 million question: is this SA ability a one-off? Are we getting more units like this? I mean, it's a pretty crazy ability, just basically stacking all of the team. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I was going to say, because I could check it in-game, but not when I'm in the middle of the festival run. But oh, we're starting to get some pretty high defenses here. Another Dokkan attack. This is probably like the 4th Dokkan attack now or something. In turn 43.
Time to get serious.
You see Geppy's GT Heroes team. Not even he is running AGL Vegeta. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I like the fact that they had the temporarily boosted baby in the team. I still think it's funny that they're like, this Omega's leader skill is like GT bosses Inhuman Deeds power absorption. And they're not running STR Rose. It's like, why not? Yeah, it's the 18th, 4 PM my time. So there's no way the part 3, if another unit is coming out, it's not going to be in, like, there won't have been nothing in 10 days. So yeah, Benji, how's it going? A GT Boss's team having baby there as a hint. Yeah, I suppose, because yeah, a lot of people are thinking maybe Dokkan Fest baby is coming. Because there's that unused map thing that's in the data download that looks like it's going to be a map for a Dokkan event. There's supposedly a banner next Friday. Okay. Because in terms of content that we know is coming out, there isn't anything else, right? Like everything else that we knew about that was coming, like Easy A's and new stages of events and stuff, is all out now, right? I'm still on it being the Trunks that kills Cell. It would make a lot of sense for it to be a Trunks, because obviously with the Vegeta supporting a Trunks unit with his passive thing, obviously part of that is the fact that the Vegeta and Trunks Easy A fits that thing, of course. But them then also bringing out a new Trunks like makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, the player voted event. That's true. I forgot about that. You know, Jet Black Threat, how's it going? Damn, Benji trying to bring the negative energy. He's pulling an Omega Shenron over here. The negative energy of the Dragon Balls. Well, hopefully everyone gets good luck on the next banner. We do normally have good stream luck. There's normally people pulling good things left and right in the stream when we summon. But yeah, appreciate you guys all being here. Make sure you hit that like button. We've got about just under half of the people in the stream have liked the stream, judging by the numbers on the dashboard thing here. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, do go ahead and do so. It is free to do. It helps to promote the channel. YouTube is more likely to show my channel to someone who's never seen it before on their homepage if the stream has more likes on it. So you guys directly help me out by doing that. Yeah, look at that. Everyone on this rotation has a lot of defense. And that's the thing, is like letting Vegeta and Trunks go first to get an extra stack is basically giving everyone an extra stack a little bit. Like, it's crazy. Goku and Oob. Yeah, I don't know about that. Imagine if it was now finally time we get Dokkan Fest Baby, and he's actually good. Oh, yo, Certez Gaming, how's it going? First time viewer, just got recommended on my For You page. Hey, nice. Well, welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is what we're trying out, double Vegeta leads for Vegeta and Trunks leads for the festival. I don't know if it's like the new go-to way of doing it or anything, but it's working out pretty well so far. Although I'm getting unlucky with Key, like fairly regularly, but what else is new? With this team, to be honest. Gogeta event. Yeah, the clone event is pretty tough. It's definitely one that, like, it's worth doing the missions either separately or maybe coming back to the no items mission, like, attempt a bit later. But yeah, that's the thing, Trunks and Vegeta not only build up this defense, but they also hit really hard as well. Dokkan Fest Goten versus Gohan. Yeah, I got unlucky in the Super 3 run with a niche of health left and caught my tech unit. Oof. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Yeah, having to run a tech unit on the team just makes it all that more difficult. Although, I got lucky with the run where it's like the real Gogeta was the STR one. Yeah, my physical... Oh god, yeah, the Shadow Dragon's boss rush run that I did where the physical Super Saiyan 4s got stunned in the first turn and then sealed on the next turn. So by the time we got, like, near to the end of the event, like, they had no stacks because they just constantly kept being unable to super attack. It was brutal. Still won though, but it was close, and we still no itemed it as well, so you know, GG's. I've seen Tech Vegeta versus the clone Gogetas. I haven't tried using him yet, no. We will do some, we could do some clone Gogeta event shenanigans after this run. Because where are we up to now? We're fighting the 8-year... Okay, so we're almost at stage 40. We're almost at the real start of the event. I pulled Gogeta and Rose one rotation. Meanwhile, the Omega and Goku banner, it was awful. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just one of those things. Like, especially if you get really lucky on one banner, you can almost kind of expect to get a little bit unlucky on the other banner. The thing that I always see, I'm not saying you're doing this, by the way, it just reminded me, but The thing that I always see that's really funny is when you know somebody summoned and didn't get the unit. Or maybe they didn't have that many stones, maybe they didn't save properly ready for the anniversary. It could be a bunch of different things, but somebody summoned and didn't get the new unit. And you will always see in like a comment section or in like a reply to a Twitter thread or something, someone complaining that like, oh, they must have secretly lowered the rates for this celebration. Like the rates have been terrible. And like, it's like, yeah, tell that to all the people like me that pulled like the new unit in the first like rotation. Like, just because you get unlucky doesn't mean like the rates are lower. Like, I don't know why people find it so difficult to accept like RNG in an RNG related game. If the banner drops Friday, will there be a podcast next week? Well, yeah, there is. The next episode of the podcast is scheduled to be next Saturday because we had one last week. So this Saturday I'll be playing, as in tomorrow, I'll be playing Death Stranding 2 on the second channel, which I should put the link in the chat. And then, yeah, the week after that it'll be podcast again. Go. So you can pin those in the chat. So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you guys check out my second channel. It's my variety gaming channel. It's where I do all my non-Dokkan stuff. It's pinned in the chat. It's called Ningen Plays. I'm currently doing a playthrough of Death Stranding 2 because I just recently played through the first one over there as well for the first time. So now we're playing the second one. Isn't this the TN active skill one? I like this OST. I use VB in my clone no item run, as long as it's not 2, he's really good in there. He's drinking tomorrow when he's a bear. Yeah, no, I definitely will not be attempting to do an Australian accent. But yeah, Death Stranding 2 is set in Australia. So we are carrying on with that playthrough tomorrow evening. Basically at the same time that this stream is now. Tomorrow we'll be on the second channel playing Death Stranding. I spent like 2k and got nothing. Another 750, also got nothing. Oof. Yeah, that is very unfortunate. Favorite OST? Actually, I don't think I've listened to the Nova one very much. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. Hey, Raldo, how's it going? How's your trip going? Yo, Drex Steven over on the Twitch side, how's it going? At least you can play a horror game, unlike a particular Dokkan streamer on YouTube that I know. Our boy Toon. Our little fraidy cat Toon. We love Toon. Speaking of Toon, can we get some Toon L's on the stream tonight? It's been a little while since we've had a world tournament, and we are very much dropping down a little bit on the old total channel members. If you guys want to help to support the channel and support me, help keep everything going, the best way to do so is to become a channel member on the YouTube side, or gift a membership if you have one already. It allows you to use all of the emotes. You get your name highlighted in green with the Timebreaker mask badge. You can see some of the people in the chat now. You get different badges depending on how long you have been a member. We've got a couple of people actually getting very close to their next tier of badge. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Drace is 2 months away from the 4-year. We got a couple of people close to the 3-year. Yeah, Francois Jaron, who's in the chat, 1 month away from the 3-year badge. Yeah, part 3 World Tournament. Doing well, got to the seaside yesterday, trying to build a decent Power Beyond Super Saiyan team. Nice. I mean, Power Beyond Super Saiyan is one of the better teams in the game in general. Yeah, 3 years in a few days. Nice, nice. There's a 2-0 for you. Someone got mad at him when he was playing the Gogeta clone event because he screamed too loud. Trolled him by doing a bluff Kamehameha. Right, we love Toon around here. And like Vegeta and Trunks put out a pretty decent amount of damage, like by themselves as well, all things considered. But yeah, like post Super, they're over like 10 million defense with 40% damage reduction and guard. So yeah, I forgot he does that. I mean, fortunately, we're nowhere even close to running out of charges or anything, so... Tech Super Saiyan Gohan should be the next World Tournament Awakening, or is there someone before him? I'm not sure, actually. Hopefully. Because as a stacker, he has potential to be good. God's getting all the supers. What if it's Dragon Ball? Then 1 Super, 1 GT. What if it's Kid Goku? What, like for part 3? I feel like that's probably a bit on, like, I don't know. They got 5 million defense now. Jeez. Probably should let Goku stack more. But yes, the fact that we got double Vegeta and Trunks. So we've got, well, they must have supered now. We're on like turn 50. There's a couple of times where I floated them off, so they haven't been on every single turn. But they must have supered between the two of them like 45 times by now. So everybody on the team's got almost 250% extra defense than they would have. But it's not their full defense like what you see start of turn. Otherwise it really would be insane. Arguably the Super Saiyan 4 Ningen has better art than the AGL Super Saiyan 4 10th anniversary Goku. I don't know, I like the Goku, but yeah, we do like their art. Shout out to Mario. Always does fantastic art for the channel and the overlays as well. Love that guy. Huge shout outs to Mario Zeus. Make sure you check him out on Instagram or Twitter. It stacks, so it's probably more. Trying to think what stage I should get to before I start recording. So I want to record the end part, but I also don't want it to still be like 40 minutes long or something. But yeah, we're into the phases now where you get 3 turns, and we definitely don't need 3 turns. Plus, you got to remember that these guys, not only are they doing that stacking effects thing, but they also have this. So when attacking with 24 key, Boneless Parent and Child Allies, 30% extra defense. So that's all adding up on these guys' defense as well. What's the next AI Dokkan unit video? I need to remember, we need to do the LR Kid Buu one. That'll be funny. We have to kind of float different people to try and make sure everybody else can like take it in turns to get stacks, especially early on when you're killing the enemies like really quickly. I just got to SS4 Goku as soon as I clicked this. Nice. Tech Gods and Universal Blue Goku as the leader. Tech Gods probably better, just in general. Yo, Dr. Jaden, how's it going? The only downside to this is like never being able to get Vegeta and Trunks' active skill. Is the Vegeta Trunks team back in business? I mean, it seems like it. But yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. And that's the thing, some of the units on this team aren't even getting the full 200% leader skill, and they're still at these kind of numbers. Just trying to let Goku stack a bit more. I'm using Trunks and Vegeta, yeah, Tech Vegeta, STL Blue Boys, Physical Gogeta, AGL Super Sinful Goku, and HO Gogeta, yeah. Solid team for sure. I did some sick art for UI Goku, should I put it in the Discord server? Yeah, go for it. We've got sections for like show off and like, I think there even is an art one. Curious to see Vegeta and Trunks versus Glorio in this fight. I have 2 Rosés and 1 of each of the other units. Who should I go for the 44%? This is what I was saying earlier. I'm going to save mine just in case something happens in part 3 that you can use the tickets on. I wouldn't necessarily recommend everybody else should do that because I feel like nothing is going to happen, but just in case, I want to have the option. Otherwise, I would say whichever one you use the most or whichever one you like the most, just go for a dupe for them. You're in the exact same position as me. I've got a dupe in Rosé and then everyone else is 55%. If there is nothing to do with the part 3 stuff, I will just do a get a dupe for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I think. What is that Birth of the Shadow Dragons thing?
What a mess.
I didn't mean to do that. Still don't know Super 17 as the Halloween Dokkan Fest would be nice. That would be cool. Yeah, some body for. Do you think it's worth coining Vegeta and Trunks? I mean, yeah, they definitely are back to being one of the best units in the game now, so I would say that makes them worth coins. They are very, very good. Right, where are we up to? This is for Geo Blue. Vegeta and Trunks realistically the only viable team comp for festival. I'm trying to think who else's lead they're on. You probably can just run them on their own, like on a team. But yeah, the team-wide stacks thing is definitely very good.
I'll handle this.
And of course we got the Dokkan attack again. I missed out when you used to use them back then. Yeah, I got very lucky when they first came out. And obviously they came out and were like the best unit in the game.
Let's go.
And the real fight starts now. There's a 73-year-old grandma that won a Tekken 8 tournament. Wait, what? Was that at EVO? That's hilarious. The best team to run them on would be the STR Goku Vegeta team. Yeah, VAT Loki just made STR Goku's team the best team in the game. I mean, that's the great thing about this celebration, is their team is super good, Omega's team is super good. Like, something I aspire to get and play efficiently, like I do. I make it look like I know what I'm doing most of the time, but I still get confused and forget stuff like all the time. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how much of an effect it has overall, the extra stacking for everybody else. Like, apparently it doesn't have much of an effect on actual stackers, apparently, but... Alright, so where are we at now? This Goku Super's for 4.4, so we're still not... We're still not at a point yet where anyone on the team can actually take any damage yet. Although, what about this Goku? I forget what he does, like, when he's in the Goku portion of the card. There's 20% damage reduction. Okay, he has 40% damage reduction and already has 3 million defense, so yeah, he'll be fine. He's also about to get an even bigger buff from the Vegeta and Trunks doing their 18 key super. This will be double digit damage. Yeah. Yeah, because Vegeta and Trunks get 200% in slot 1, so... Ningen is a real Dragon Ball fan every now and then. That is true, yeah. But yeah, we got a Discord. The link is in. The link has just come up in the chat, thanks to Nightbot. If you want to join the Discord. Okay, I'm running AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I did the same strategy I always do, which is just instantly Great Ape on turn 5, and then the Great Ape kills Trunks, and then you go on to turn 6 and you just have Goku out already. Could really smack my phone against the wall. I spent 1k stones, Gogeta, just to get 18 copies of ALR AGL Omega. Oof. Ooh, yeah, that's brutal. Alright, a bunch of supers with them. Yeah, in Fat Boo was the phase where on the day it all came out and everybody was streaming in the morning. That was the phase that took down like multiple people. I think Toon and Minato both died to in Fat Boo. I have curiosity, when or where we get the final 10 tickets. They're all available now. So if you're missing 10, chances are it's the 10 that they added into the Training in the Clouds, like treasure shop. Yeah, I don't know about that. There's apparently another round of 50 tickets. I haven't seen anything about that anywhere. How's the Festival of Powers experience so far? Yeah, it's going pretty well so far, I would say. I'm gonna get drunk for the first time ever tomorrow. Oh yeah? Is that like a special occasion, or? Yeah, stay hydrated. Baby would still help out Rose depending on leader skill. Well, he wouldn't help out Rose in the sense of he can't be run on Rose's team. But he could have a team that could have Rose on it. But then I would say, the way I would say that is that Rose helps him. I mean, when you say like this unit helps Rose, that makes me think like on his team, right? Okay, this is the last turn. I have to win this turn. Next unit is probably going to be tech. Yeah, considering the units that released during the celebration so far, that would be quite good if it was a tech Dokkan Fest baby. Why didn't they give us an Ultimate Shenron for celebration? Get a wish. I think that was like a 10th anniversary only thing, because that is like the most generous thing Dokkan or probably any gacha game has ever done, where it's just like, here is a free copy of one of the headliner characters. Right, we pretty much expected that to be only a 10th anniversary thing and not like to happen again. You know, Carlos King, how's it going? Oh, we might actually lose. Oh, we lost. Crazy. We lost because of bad key. On turn 58 against STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Well, so much for that. Who do I want set as my leader? Probably Omega. Wow, that was brutal. Just one of the many reasons to dislike the festival event. Getting all that way and then it's like, oh, they survived with a small amount of health and you run out of charges. The end.
All right, let's do this.
FOB in a nutshell, yeah, basically. Yeah, only 7.5 million power level. Yo, Shelbs, how's it going? Have you beat a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta clone? Yeah, I did the, I put the video up earlier for like the little sort of like guide for it. It's definitely very tricky. Do a run on the clones with Tech Vegeta and his counters. It seems like that could be pretty crazy. Brainbuster. Brainbuster. Hey, shout out to Dylan for re-upping their channel membership. 36 months. So we got the 3-year badge. Let's go. 36 months in the Ningen Club. This has been the best celebration for stones. Yeah, we've definitely gotten a decent amount of stones out of this celebration so far. I'm a little over 70. Okay, 70, but just casually, like, oh yeah, you know, I just have one of the highest power levels in the game. Crazy. Where is the like power level thing on here? Power level leaderboard. Oh yeah, there you are. 17.37196. You're like the third highest. Someone has 22 million. Good lord. Damn, Living Ichigo has 15.7. Hey, our boy Dr. Pritch has 11 million. He's on the first page. He's in the top 10. That's crazy. I wouldn't transform the... I don't transform the 7 years until we get to the point where the damage starts to be a bit low, too low. Which realistically, given that last turn, I should have, yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
Respectfully, it's because you don't have experience playing it, so a lot of mistakes. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't care about Festival. Like, I've not played it a lot since it came out. It's just one of those things with everyone talking about how Vegeta and Trunks' ability would be useful. It's like, we'll jump in and give it a try. And I started it before the stream. But no, when it comes to Festival, I definitely do not play it more than a lot of people. I haven't gone into the Festival Battles event in months. Because I just personally don't like it. So if I pulled Gogeta and nothing else but have all my tickets and pity which units should be the priority. I mean, Omega is pretty great. Like, his team is really cool. And then like Rose to go on Omega's team, pretty good. And Rainbowed AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from the 44%. Nice. So you used the 44% chance tickets and got the final copy you needed for Gogeta. That's awesome. That's some good luck right there. Oh, what, the Super Saiyan 4 one? Or the 10th anniversary Gogeta? Bet, that was my thought as well, yeah, nice. Yeah, the Omega team is really good and really fun. Yeah, having a like continuation point in Festival would have been really good.
Alright, let's do this.
But then I guess it would also be really difficult. Why do you always use physical Ginyu when link leveling? Wouldn't it be better to get one extra character link leveled? I mean, the thing is, I don't really prioritize link leveling that much. Like, I link level the new characters as quickly as I can. But now, like, I mean, this link leveling, it does help, like, getting characters to full 10, adds to my power level, but I don't really care all that much, because I am basically just link leveling random old, like, TURs of LRs and, like, unawakened URs at this point and stuff like that. I'm looking at the general, but I don't see anything about UI. I don't know how much he does, normals or supers. He normals for 3.3 million and supers for 11.5. The stats are there. Damn. It took the screenshot at like the worst possible time because it says good rotation or nah, and like because the yellow flashes over the light, I literally can't tell who the characters are. All right, okay. I mean, to be honest, at this point, once you get to that point, once you get to UI Goku, I feel like that's the point where you just like, that's where you just start doing the whole thing where you fuse with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and then just reset the app so you don't fuse and then know where the super attack is. But yeah, let's try some ridiculousness with this team setup and see what happens here. Because obviously I know that Gogeta's Omega's AoEs are going to be really bad for this, but it'll be funny. Damn, we got the Super Saiyan 4s up to 9, like almost 10 million. Yeah, exactly. Fused. Oh no, the game crashed. Now I win. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we've got the thing where they're all the same. Oh, this is the thing that somebody mentioned in the comments of the video. So they're all in and they all have the same, they don't have a difference in their passive. Oh wait, I think somebody mentioned this. Yeah, look, they all have the writing all the way over to the left, the right for some reason. Whereas this guy's, his is all the way at the left, so his is the one that's different. Mr. Satan LR Part 3. That would be quite funny. Yeah, Tech UI can dodge. He has a 10% chance to dodge. Imagine them putting that into an event where... imagine them putting that into an event where you have a limited number of turns to win, otherwise you lose. And then they make it so that the enemy has a chance to dodge your attacks. Oh yeah, no, I'm doing it on purpose, Jaren. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, there's a couple of different ones. There's one where they have different arts. There's one where the real Gogeta is STR. Do you think that's Do you think that's enough attacks in one turn? Well, this is pretty interesting. Oh, he dodged the super. Let's go. At least there's no AoE on it. What? Huh? Does the one Gogeta get the attack buff from all of the other ones being hit or something?
My money don't jiggle jiggle.
It folds. Hey, shout out to Raldo for the $20 super chat. Chat, liking and subscribing to the Master Ningen helps you get good luck on the Part 3 banners. Well, I mean, there you go. You heard it right there. Liking and subscribing to the Master Ningen helps you get good luck on the Part 3 banners. So, I've got about half the people in the screen have liked the stream. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, obviously you're not supposed to AoE, but... the correct one gets buffed to like 70 million normals if you hit the wrong one. Right, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, the UI. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, that was that was crazy. Can we do... Obviously we're not going to use you.
All right, let's do this.
Alright, let's see what it is this time. I try to draw you with UI. Oh, nice. That's cool. Okay. Heroes versus Festival of Battles now with Vegeta and Trunks. Okay, we got the STR Gogeta this time. UI might be a massive liability for like the later part of the event, but you know, you can pretty much only beat this with Fused Fires and use the new support. Yeah, it's very hard for sure. Yeah, I used the GT Heroes team with a double Super Saiyan 4 Omegas. Double Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas. Yeah, Some of the things are really subtle, like that whole text was on the left instead of the right, and then this one is literally one of them is STR instead of in, so it's like super obvious. It's just a shame that there's not many heroes units that are on Bond of Parent and Child or Battle of Fate, because Battle of Fate doesn't count for like any heroes characters, and obviously not Future. It would be funny to see how that buff from Vegeta and Trunks, like how far that could carry like a heroes team, but oh, this is such a terrible rotation. We just have to do this and hope Goku dodges everything. Oh, Goku didn't dodge, so we're dead. Yeah, we lost the festival run. We ran out of charges against the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But yeah, depending on what your Vegeta and Trunks start of turn defenses are, probably fine. Because remember, they get 200% in slot 1, so if they've got like, this Goku hits for 12 million or 13 million. If they have, what, like 4 million start of turn, they'll actually be at like 12 million, so you'll be fine.
All right, let's do this.
That's a unique super attack animation. Yeah, no, I hadn't transformed with the gods and the fours yet. I don't normally transform that early with them. I should have with the gods on the last turn. I just assumed that they would kill. But I underestimated how much HP he had left. There you go, see that one? They all have 3 lines in their passive. That one has 4. Wow, what is this key? I can get 1 orb in slot 1 for every single one of the, like for any of the characters that were in slot 1. That's ridiculous. Oh my god, what is this? Well, my friends, this has a full crit LR Vegeta and Trunks. Oh no. But yeah, literally, like, yeah, everyone on your team should be able to tank the Supra. Like, if the Vegeta and Trunks have 4 million defense, then you'll be fine. Imagine having the full crit Vegeta and Trunks build. Oof. Couldn't be me. Imagine having a full crit Int Gogeta build. God, that'd be even worse. Yeah, having to use stones to change hidden potential really sucks. We've talked about this quite a lot in the past, but it's like you've already paid for, like, in terms of stones, like whether it's stones or money, you've already paid for summoning the characters. Even if it was free to play stones, like, you've spent the in-game currency. Like, you've spent to summon for the characters, and then it's like, oh yeah, now if you want to change their hidden potential that you only unlocked by pulling extra copies of them, and then it's like, one stone to change HP. Yeah, that should be permanent. It shouldn't even cost you one stone, but yeah, it should be permanent for sure. God, we're not doing a lot of damage, are we? Does anyone use their second set of 50 tickets? Yeah, somebody in the chat said they used theirs and pulled Gogeta. Yeah, the Shadow Dragon's boss rush thing is quite hard. Dokkan is definitely still in the old gacha game mindset, which is to make everything take premium currency, yeah. Just did the 50 tickets, got nothing this time. Still, it's okay. I mean, like, that's the thing. If you get one of the two, then that's the thing. Considering that they were almost a 55% chance, like, if you get one of the two, then that's pretty good. Stupid typos. Air's all good. Should do Heroes versus Shadow Dragon boss rush. I mean, good lord. Can you imagine how quickly that would be over?
What a mess.
Oh, he's attacking in slot 1. And of course he didn't dodge. I haven't used mine. I'm saving my last 50 tickets just in case there is something to do with the part 3 banner and you can use the tickets or something. I'm not expecting it, but just in case, I'm keeping them. Yeah, I don't know if we'd even be able to get through the first, like, the first couple of phases. Oh god, yeah, because the last stage disables dodge. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be doable at all. I mean, obviously we... Let's throw the other stacker on there, I guess.
All right, let's do this.
VT could also be number one. So if I put another LR Vegeta and Trunks or physical teaser master and a flipper Matsu's table. And the AGO Champa was the only unit that didn't make sense, yeah. Yeah, Champa was a very weird one. Didn't go on either of the Part 1 units' teams, but does technically support them because he supports Realm of Gods. Very weird. I pulled 2 copies of him, awakened him, and then just forgot all about him. I never did a showcase, I've never used him. I literally can't remember off the top of my head what he does. So yeah, what a great release. With the road looks like I don't see how in any way it looks like Kid Buu. I'll get Proton's thing up here. Get the data download thread up. No, it isn't in the data download, is it? It's just a separate... There's a separate post that he made. Yeah, there. I mean, it just looks like in the woods. Yeah, MX, how's it going? Finally being shafted in both Dokkan Fest banners, I finally pulled Omega Goku from the 44 tickets and a random LR Pycon. Hey, nice. Well done, Alashady. But yeah, it literally just looks like a random clearing in the middle of the forest. Right. Oh, there you go. Didn't even get past the first phase. What heroes characters do we have that are also on Bond of Parent and Child? So obviously I'm not going to use you, but I'm just going to put them there. Alright, let's give this a try.
do this.
Yeah, it's sort of the hero's agenda, but we do need to have a Vegeta and Trunks on both rotations though, really.
All right, let's do this.
I mean, we might be able to make do with, except they're both on turn 2, so then we've got to float them. What a pain. Xeno and Trunks has the potential to be like really, really good as well, to be fair.
Do this.
Oh, okay. So it's an entirely new Dokkan event, so yeah, I'd have to have a different name. Yeah, it's just a generic forest, so... That's what Proton is saying, so... Could really just be anything. I don't think they'll, like, the thing is, if they're going to include it as part 3 of this big hype celebration that we're having, they're not going to make it some mid, like Mr. Saiyan or Goten or, like... No way we're kidding. Well, that's what we're trying. It probably won't go well, but we'll see how far we can get at least. We're all about the heroes. Didn't win in one turn though, sadly. But yeah, getting the Vegeta and Trunks 18 key supers is probably the most important thing. If it's any Baby Saga character other than Baby himself, they won't be on Omega's team. That is true. Damn, is that 80 million? Got Gogeta from the free multi. Wait, why would you of all people, Mega Nice, why are you not doing the 50 ticket like single? That doesn't make any sense. It's like the one time it's acceptable to do a single. What time of Vegeta? Yeah, but, well, the unit itself was disappointing. I don't even think he sucks. I think he's overhated. But it's more so, like, he was still a hype character choice. Whereas, like, Mr. Satan is definitely not. Cubchew, how's it going? Should we save our tickets for a potential part 3 banner? Like, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. I'm not necessarily saying that people should do that, because I feel like there probably won't be a thing for the tickets in part 3. But like, just in case there is, I don't want to have spent them all. If it was Super Saiyan Hercule, I mean, that's different, of course. I still am shocked that we never got that as a support, as an actual character, and just ended up getting a support memory and like the statue thing. People wanted that as like an April Fool's or Halloween unit for years. As I've been since AGL MUI. Yeah, the units from this celebration overall have been very good. The fact that the main teams coming out of the celebration are very good as well. A pretty good heal there. The celebration started with heartbreak over Daima, but has turned into one of the best celebrations. Yeah, it's been really good overall in terms of the unit quality. All the free-to-play units have been really good, which makes a nice change. Yeah, I think overall it's all been quite the success. DKP to represent the 3 main villains of Goku, Omega, Zamasu, and DKP. Danabara's Goku and Frieza. I feel like Zamasu isn't even really like a main villain for Goku. Like, %5 is not going a huge amount of the way for some of these guys. Like Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku's defense isn't great. Yeah, the 3 main, well, technically the 3 main villains, like Jiren, I guess, even though he's not necessarily a villain. But opinion ranking is Goku, Gogeta, Omega, and Rose based on their teams and leader skill. Teams and leader skill can definitely play a big part in it now, for sure. Like, because I think Rose, in terms of his passive and like kit and everything, I think is a better unit than Omega. But Omega has the better leader skill and is providing support. So he's like a better leader. Yeah, you gotta remember as well that the heroes units on this team under the Vegeta and Trunks lead are only getting a 170 lead, so... they're already starting off at like a slight disadvantage than if they were on a 200% team. Yeah, I don't know. I think Gogeta could be number one. Like, did you guys see the run I did for the... was it the Shadow... was it the clones or was it the boss rush? I think it was the clones. Where I had the turn with, like, the AGL Gogeta active skill turn where he did, like, 120 million attack stat into, like, a 90-something into a 100-and-something and then another 100-and-something. Like... it's just absolutely ridiculous. Kieran really wants that Fears to Fathom stream. If anything, it'll be for like Halloween. I finally got physical ALR Omega. Nice, nice. What's the optimal build for Easy 8 Ink Gogeta? Just full dodge and then additional, really. He builds up to 100% crit, so he doesn't need any crit in his hidden potential at all. Yeah, I can't remember if I think I asked Preston Key. I can't remember if he replied. Just saying, like, is it a special occasion or something, like, tomorrow? My saga is over. I pulled Omega yesterday off of a rift. Nice. Nice. 440, really? That's not even that much in the grand scheme of things. It's just unfortunately the team doesn't have a lot of HP, so what can you do? Yeah, the web store has some decent like deals and stuff in it. Although for the most part, like the sale packs are just cheaper in the shop, like for me, in terms of prices over here. So it's not even really that great of a thing.
All right, let's do this.
This will be one of those events. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Omega's team gets through this event, considering how much damage that the team outputs in general. But it's kind of counteracted by the fact that you can't really use the domain in this event because it buffs all of the enemies. And I don't think any of the phases can be attack lowered either. Yeah, typically dodged that first attack in slot once, it didn't get the attack increase. lost again for Rose, Goku, LR. What do you mean in terms of summoning? I assure you the domain doesn't matter. I mean, it only gives an offense buff anyway, so... Oh, and the Clone Gogeta challenge, yeah. Yeah, that stage is crazy hard. Okay. 7 orbs for you. The domain helps for the Bawa. It's true. We can kill the final phase quicker if we do have the domain, but then, good lord. The Omega in the final phase hits for like 7 million. If we use the domain, then it's going to be even more than that. And the domain doesn't give us defense. I got the free ones, and then I got those one-time deals that were like super cheap, but overall I don't buy stones that much anymore. I may purposely saved for the GDC though, to be fair as well. Like I didn't summon for TN, Tau, or Kael and Caulifla. I just used the free tickets and didn't get any of them, but I needed to make sure I had plenty of stones for this celebration. And it worked out alright, considering in part 1 it took me all the stones that I had to get a copy of both the units. So in theory, if I hadn't saved up that many, then I wouldn't have got Goku, because I didn't get him until literally like the last rotation I could do. So if I'd had 150 less stones going into the start of the celebration, I wouldn't have got Goku. And then my part 2 luck was just actually ridiculous. Gogeta off the free tickets and then literally one rotation and got Omega and Pan. So it's like Pan was on like the second multi and then Omega was on the free one. So it's like 150 stones and the 50 tickets, and that was it for part 2. I still did some more summons on the Gogeta banner to see if I could get a dupe or get extra copies of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but yeah, it's definitely definitely good luck, because overall it means I spent, like, in the entire celebration I spent about, well, I saved up just over 1,000 to go into the celebration with, and in total I think I spent like 1,800 stones, because we got, between the beginning of the celebration and like part 2, someone posted a screenshot because they tagged Truth in it as they didn't spend any stones, and it was like, this is my number of stones the day before the GDC started, and this is my number of stones now on like day 1 of part 2, and they had like an extra 800 stones. So, but yeah, so in total I think I spent about 1,800 stones, and I got 1 copy of each character. I got both the banner units. So I mean, yeah, I can't complain. Yeah, the clone event is brutal. No, part 1 was awful. Almost 1,200 stones for Rose. Didn't even get to summon that much for the Blues. That's always the worst part. When there's like the one character you want out of the 2, you go for them first and you use all of your stones and you don't get them. And then it's like, oh, it's like I didn't even get to summon for the other character. Do 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 do. Oh, that's annoying. This Minato is sus. Almost closer, HP damage half and died. Oof, brutal. Jumps on the clone event with Rose clones. Yeah, I did the easy stage with the clones, and then I was like, oh, cool. Let's try the other one. I was like, oh my god. Damn, that was the Int Shadow Dragon army after Super Ring only took double-digit damage from Icy Super. It's pretty good. Okay. This is the only phase that locks, though, isn't it? So I should have used Rose's Super, actually, active skill. Because ideally I really want this to be the last turn against this guy, but it's not going to be now. Yeah, clones versus clones, exactly. The Clone Wars. I wonder if it's possible to do the actual Super 3 difficulty one with the clones. Probably not. Well, that's the problem. Gogeta just gets to the point where he hits too hard. Like, I don't have an active skill attack or anything I can use, so I am gonna end up getting the Dokkan attack, which is annoying. No, he locked Omega. Yeah, Omega STI Omega would have killed if he actually had some links active, but. But of course he didn't, because he was next to the other Omega. Yeah, it's a shame we can't go into like a fresh phase with the Dokkan attack ready to go. Right, so I'm going to have to float the other Omega now, because we don't want to end up with double Omega rotations. Actually, I mean, double Omega rotation isn't actually the end of the world, but we also don't want it on this rotation because this is where we've got Rose, who's our other slot 1 unit, which in fact means we might be dead on the next turn because I'm not actually sure who's going to go in slot 1 on the next turn, so could be GG. What's the best team to clear stage 1 on Super 3? It's quite tough. I mean, the Omega team's really good. The Gogeta team's good. It's just, the event is just hard. Because it has rotation locking and AoEs. So even if you take in, like, the best team, you can still get, like, the worst possible unit gets locked in slot 1 and you just instantly die. Like... Damn, we're only at 44% HP. Yeah, this could be in trouble here. Damn. I really needed him to, like, not be attacking in slot 1. All I can do is this and hope he doesn't super already. Or that we dodge. Oh, let's go. Damn. Rosé with the run-saving dodge there. That's crazy. Yeah, literally that would have been the end if he got hit by that super. Because he needs to get hit multiple times in the turn to build up his damage reduction. So if the first attack of the turn he takes is the super, he takes insane damage. But obviously got the dodge. Shadow Dragons with the crit. Nice. And Omega with a 52 million. He's going to do at least one more of them, potentially even another one. I feel like this is comfortably the best celebration in history. The 10th anniversary was a bit more generous in terms of stones and the guaranteed unit, but content and quality of units goes to GDC. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, giving out a free unit obviously is massive, and it gave more stones than probably any celebration ever has, but yeah, absolutely, like, the number of, like, the quality of the overall units in this celebration has just been absolutely ridiculous. I suppose actually getting the 7 obs doesn't even matter for Sin when you can't lower the enemy's attack. Like, it actually just doesn't matter. Whoa. Oh. Sin getting absolutely annihilated by that AoE. I feel like we're probably going to die now this turn. I mean, we made it all the way to the last phase. Just think, if I'd actually activated the domain, then the AoE would have killed me. Where's a post-super tanks this, right? No. I mean, it is a 7 million damage super attack, so... Okay. Alright, well, there you go. That runs us in nicely to the end of the stream. We got pretty close with the Omega team there. I think that Shadow Dragon boss rush event, it definitely is tough. So, it's quite a good new event to test out, like, teams in, because it is pretty hard. So, yeah. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys all coming out for the Friday night stream. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Give a follow if you're over on the Twitch side. I'll be back same time tomorrow for more Death Stranding 2 over on the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat. Do go check that out. That's where I do all of my non-Dokkan stuff. So if you enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the vibe, the community, I'll do the same sort of stuff over there, just not Dokkan. So that'll be tomorrow. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I appreciate you guys coming out, and I'll see you all again soon. Have a good one.